Yes, game number 2 of Google Cloud players versus New York Jiayou. Hopefully Facebook can get slightly stronger lanes this time, because last time they kind of got crushed pretty hard. The Bane lane went well for them, but other than that, the other 2 lanes didn't go so well.
Yeah, looks like the same bans as last time. Did they ban Axe though? I think
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
They banned Axe, Wraith King, Ricky, and Centaur.
Alright, so same bans so far. I believe Legion was banned as well.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, yeah, I feel last game was a little bit of a draft loss, so Facebook will have to think about something new here when they're when that's gonna be.
I thought their opener was okay, like picking Bane. They don't have first pick this time, so if Bane doesn't get banned, I'm pretty sure Google Cloud players are just gonna pick it.
Yeah. Although last game, I feel like Facebook might ban the Bane because last game the Bane
Enigma's banned
didn't
again.
feel
So.
too powerful to me. So.
Right. So are they gonna let the Bane in or the Clockwork in? That's the real question.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like you should just try your chances with Clockwork and ban the Bane. Like, I don't think you want to give Google Cloud players Bane. Oh, here's a little bit of change up. So instead of banning Ricky, they ban Spectre instead.
Interesting. Yeah, the problem with letting a Clockwork through, like Clockwork is a more versatile pick. It could be a 3 or a 4. So like if I have the first pick, I would rather first pick a Clockwork than a Bane.
Okay. I think that makes sense. Like, yeah, I guess most of the time in like pro matches, like immortal level matches, you don't see. Oh, there's the Bane ban. You don't see Bane picked up until you see like a Lifestealer or a Jug, like something you want to have like BKB piercing disable for.
So is it going to be a Clockwork? Let's see. Or they could just go for the Sapphire again if they so desire.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
Seem like maybe they. Oh, Lich.
Oh, the
again.
Lich. Yeah,
I mean, it went out really well.
Most well-rounded position 5 right now, so not a big surprise.
Like, I would say that, like, I know we focused a lot last game on like Quap and Faceless Void, but I feel like Lich did his job. Like, Castling did his job last game. You know, he sacrificed himself so that his team could get out by like taking nightmares for the team. Like, I think he played a pretty good game last game.
And also the Chain Frost is just such a powerful spell in like all stages of the game.
Okay,
Ooh.
we're gonna see Kodo Ember.
Maybe. Kato, super versatile hero as well. I feel like they don't need to pick the Ember right now. But, I mean, there's a lot of heroes that couple well with the Kato.
Yeah, I know SK really likes to play Kodo, so it's definitely one of his comfort heroes.
Yeah. Bristleback's doing in pool as well, so I wouldn't mind seeing a Bristleback now because
There you go.
here we go. Yep. There it
You
is.
reckon this will be a carry bristle or an off-lane bristle? Because like I feel like whenever I see carry bristle, it looks unstoppable, but no one does it for some reason.
It's hard to pull off, I guess, in like if you don't like dominate the lane and or if you lose like a few fights early game, then your game's pretty much just over, right? Like
Yeah, but at the same time, like you can stack, like they're on Dire as well, so the triangle is really nice for Bristleback because you can quill spray both the hard camp and the ancients at the same time. So like this, I can't imagine this going poorly, regardless of like how where Bristle goes.
I mean, you don't need to use quill spray to double stack those, like.
No, it's like you can take both at the same time.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. But I want to see some stacks in this game, like double stacks from Kato. Maybe triple stacks even. I wonder if you can triple stack in that triangle. Because like with with regular heroes, you can do a double stack just by right-clicking the two camps on the right. But if you are a Kodo, maybe you can wave the
one on the left.
camp
Yeah.
and then near the mid lane and maybe get a third stack off. I don't really know if the timing works.
I'm definitely one of those support players that's really bad at doing stacking. Like I don't like lab it enough. I feel like you have to like load up a custom map and just like practice it a few times, but I just like don't do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad too, but the dire triangle is like the one where I kind of know how to do. Okay, it is a clockwork.
It's made it through.
So
I mean, you're up against Coddle, which doesn't seem like the easiest, right? Like you just get, if you cog trap someone, you just get blinding lighted out, and then like it doesn't really matter.
and Bristle says you're stuck in here with me.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's actually like Bristleback's initiation is getting hooked.
Yeah, and yeah, this blinding light will be kind of interesting too. There was a game where what happened? I got disarmed for some reason, and I was stuck in my own cogs. It's the worst way to die. There's a macro pyre beneath me, and I can't hit my own cogs to get out. And I was trapped there for like a full 6 seconds.
Oh, that's pretty nuts.
So we can see that with the blinding light this game.
I mean, you would just get pushed out of the cogs. You won't.
If you're on the very edge, though, you won't get pushed very far. So that might be something that happens. Or like if you get blinded and then you cog, that could also happen.
Is that how it works? Okay, Ricky's banned out, so it seems like. I mean, they banned Ricky last game in the first phase, which is interesting that they banned now the Spectre out in the first phase, because I wouldn't expect to see a first phase Spectre like ever.
Yeah, but you don't get that many bans later on.
Yeah.
5 seconds
So you just ban out whatever hero you know you don't want to see.
I'm also not that big into Ricky without like Grimstroke or some other hero to like help set up for kills.
And they don't want to see that Quap. Yeah, Quap is super versatile now. Like, I've seen Quap, or like at least I've seen pro players run Quap as either offlane or carry as well.
Yeah, I just feel like you max dagger and you can't lose.
Yeah,
4 second cooldown.
You just need to play against any melee hero and then you're golden.
Yeah.
Any melee hero without a purge, I guess.
I mean, we saw against like, was it Google Cloud players versus OK Google picked techies, and then like the Quap went up against Abaddon, didn't care.
Ooh, they're gonna go for the void.
Oh.
Interesting.
So it is going to be offlane Coddle. I like it against Clockwork. You can't get trapped in the cogs either, and it's going to secure them the late game, at least right now, because these two heroes don't really have saves either. So just turning the strat against them.
10 seconds to pick.
Yeah, the problem I see here is like there's two big alts on Facebook, and maybe their timing is gonna be like too slow. Like they can't really fight without their big alt.
Yeah, I'm looking for. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
it's looking very
Google
familiar.
yeah, we're gonna outpace you with our team fight. We're just gonna like fight every minute, and you have to fight every 3 minutes. So we're gonna win like 2 fights out of 3 every time. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like Coddle doesn't necessarily need his ultimate. Like you've got the, like it's great to have, but you've got Bristle. I guess yeah, Ember's a great way to get on top of Coddle. They're gonna pick Lina again. So this is a hero that I think they needed something to like dump damage into the Chrono because they didn't have anything right now.
Yeah, but is Lina good against that lineup? Like, get cut down by the Ember Spirit super quickly, and also the Clockwork if he gets on top of you.
Yeah.
Kind of,
oh, Timber. I think that's really bad for Facebook.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a big problem. That's a big problem.
They have one more pick to deal with this Timber, but what could they possibly pick at this point?
10 seconds to pick.
I feel like you could potentially put Bristle Coddle against the Timber, and like, it's not going to be completely horrible.
It's not great. Like, you kind of want to win the lane as a Bristle Coddle.
Yeah.
But now, if you're against the Timber, you probably like are not favored to win the lane. So what can they pick mid? They do have last pick, so they're gonna have to like spend probably all their reserve time thinking about what to pick for their last pick. But
Yeah,
right
it's still not clear where Ember's going either, right? Like, I feel like Ember Lich seems like a pretty strong lane, although you probably don't want to play Ember into the Bristle Coddle lane.
yeah. So I believe Blinding Light does interrupt the chains, so if they play well enough, that's something that can happen. And also, they do have enough lockdown for the Timber Saw. They have the Chrono and plus the LSA is done, so...
Right, but how are they going to deal with him outside of the Chrono? Like, you don't necessarily always want to Chrono the Timber.
Yeah, but like Timber is only super strong if like he's unchecked in the mid game, right? But I think they do potentially have enough to check him. Oh. And then there's an Ursa. That's also a big problem. Like this Bristleback, no matter which lane he goes to, like he just kind of gets gimped.
I feel like he could potentially do okay against the Ursa, so it's probably the best lane.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty volatile matchup, but it's a lane that he can potentially win for sure.
So, New York Jiayou, I feel like they're kind of looking for a Queen of Pain, but they banned it already. Like some sort of like really fast-paced hero, a lot of magic damage, potentially with some catch. Like Puck sounds not terrible, but it also doesn't sound great.
Dota Plus is suggesting Brood Mother. First of all, I don't know if they play that. Second of all, is that really a good pick here?
Yeah, it doesn't seem that good either. Wait, how are you getting these Dota Plus recommendations?
Oh, it's from Overwolf.
Oh, I see.
And they're also suggesting Visage. I don't know about that either.
I don't know about that one. They need more damage into the Chrono if they're gonna go down this route of like having a lot of team fight. Necro?
That's some damage. It's good against the Timber Saw, and it's a Vessel builder, so they're probably gonna build Vessel. It's meant to be their Timber Saw counter, and it's also not bad versus Ember Spirit mid.
Okay. Yeah, it seems really good against Ember Spirit mid. So it seems like at least Flyoutbro will have a good lane, but I don't know about the other two cores. It seems kind of rough for them.
Yeah. Yeah, Void versus Timber Saw. Although, no, Void will do okay against Timber Saw. Like, that's not a bad lane. But Google can switch the lanes up, I guess, if they put the Ursa off lane against the Void.
That would be really bad for the Faceless Void if they did that.
Yeah. So they really have to like get the lanes right. Like I think Void actually does pretty well against Timber Saw.
I mean, Google Cloud Players doesn't think so. They picked the Timber Saw specifically against the Faceless Void. So they must have some confidence that it's a good matchup. I haven't really seen it that often.
Like, you're not gonna win the lane against Timber Saw, but like you can trade farm pretty easily. Void has the time lock, like you're not gonna be like harassed too much by the whirling death. You can just time lock it off. So
yeah, and putting the Bristle against Timber, it's probably even worse because you're gonna be a strength hero up against Timber, which is pretty rough.
yeah, so let's see if they do the lane swap. I feel like they might try.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, maybe I should go too. Yeah, BRB. Caster break.
Can I finish my lunch?
to the
Alright,
undefeated
another level 1 smoke out. Trying to get these wars out in time. It seems like the lanes from Facebook are gonna be normal. Oh, and they're gonna put the timber saw up against the bristleback. SK's, he's pretty fast. Wind lace plus the smoke. So he should be able to get the obs ward down in time. They should have enough time to switch up the lanes if they okay, he drops the obs ward there.
Alright, I'm back.
So they try to put the timber up against the faceless void. Oh no, against the bristleback, sorry. But SK is gonna try and scout it out. But
you see it?
no, Diablo's hiding next to the tower. The pings come out from
He's it now, right? He's gonna see it.
He's gonna see
Alright.
it now. Alright.
He's gonna
swap
walk
lanes.
top. Yeah, I think they're doing it. They're swapping.
Yeah, they
Looks
need
like
to.
they're doing it. Yeah. Good scouting there. Good start by Facebook. But are they gonna give up some bounty runes? Timber's still bottom.
Oh wait, Kodo's still bottom. I guess they're just gonna TP the supports, but like Bristleback's gonna get zoned out. There's like a tri-lane going on. They want, I guess Timber, he's not really in any trouble against this leaner faceless void lane, right? Like they're just gonna put Timber solo and tri-lane the Bristle Kodo.
Is that even good? Like, I feel like tri-lane versus Bristle is it's like not what you want.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. Clock's gonna
Clock
TP
is
bot.
keeping bottom.
So not exactly the ideal lanes to be in for Facebook. Like you definitely want to be in the safe lane as Faceless Void. There's so much room to get run down for this clockwork.
Yeah, but I think Lina's gonna be the one in trouble. The Void can just time walk off. So
Yeah, that's true.
It's gonna be okay.
Also, SK, he went for Blinding Light level 1 instead of Chakra Magic. I guess you don't like necessarily need it that early on because you can get level 2.
Yeah.
Like a pretty decent timing.
I think this is standard. And yeah.
But the
And
double.
it's actually not ideal for Timbersaw to be in this safe lane, like because normally as Timbersaw you want to be cutting the way behind the tower, right? But it's just so much harder to do that in the safe lane.
The other thing is like the lane is constantly pushing into his tower, and Timber doesn't have a Quelling Blade. His base damage kind of sucks, and he went for Timber Change instead of Whirling Death. So it's not exactly that easy to get the last hits either, but he will manage to secure that one. Mid lane, Necro doing a little bit better than President P. President P is quite low already.
Yeah, he's gonna get harassed a lot in this lane for sure. So we anticipated Neko to have a good lane here, and it's showing. So
Yeah.
ooh, misses a last hit there. Kappa. So President P is gonna need more regen. The salve, he used the salve, but now he's already half HP. So it's gonna be a rough lane.
Yeah, I don't really see President P having a good game so
Nice
far.
pull by SK through the top, but it's gonna be interrupted by the ledge. But yeah, that's a pretty interesting pull spot that I haven't seen before.
What, through the trees here?
Yeah,
You
through the
have
trees.
to eat one of them, otherwise
Yeah.
you can't do it.
I usually pull them like to the left.
I can never get that. That's so much harder to do.
To the left? That's not
Yeah.
that hard.
They just don't get aggroed properly when I try it. It never works for me.
Get good, Kappa.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so this will be a successful pull. Very important. The Bristle is almost level 3, and yeah, so top lane's going okay. It's pretty even so far, and bottom lane, the Void seems to be doing quite well versus Timber. So Timber doesn't really
Actually,
have that many last hits.
Yeah, this is probably better for Facebook anyway, right? Because now, like, if Ursa wants to kill the Bristle or pressure him, he's gonna die at the tower, which is not that easy early on.
So,
and then like there's a whole thing about like Timber's base damage that I mentioned earlier, so these lanes going pretty well for Facebook so far.
Yeah, Facebook anticipating the lane swap and countering it appropriately, which is very well played. Ember though pulling ahead in mid by a little bit. He's not really ahead, like because Necro still has a wave to clear. But I guess the thing is like Ember has more wave clear with the flame guard, and he's also taking camps on the side. So.
Oh, Alipay's in a little bit of trouble here. He's probably gonna go down. Clockwork is faster. Battery Sword comes out now. First blood by Transparency.
Yeah, like as a Lina, if you get gone on, like if the Clockwork gets on top of you, you're dead.
This
and also
definitely,
Lina,
this definitely is like a really rough Lina lane. Like,
yeah, Lina doesn't have a lot of move speed either, so 5-minute rune.
Nice blocks the Earth Shock with the blinding light, but still running at the Coddle.
This is gonna be 4 for 0 bounty runes. Okay, 3 for 1. Maybe Necro's going for.
Necro, can he get there in time? The clock's a little bit faster. He's gonna get
on
it.
The clock. 4 for 0 bounty runes. Ooh.
That's a bit rough.
Huge stack here by the Coddle. I mean, I guess the intention is to clear it with the Illuminate, but he doesn't have it skilled yet.
I think this is pretty normal. The second point in Chakra Magic is so much better, but now he's gonna use the pull up method. Although maybe he's taking a lot of damage from this Ursa here.
He's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
He has full mana. He can spend so many quills.
And
Lina goes down again.
yeah, it's rough.
This is Clockwork. Yeah, that's I mean, I predicted this. Like, why would you pick Lina into Clockwork? But you know, maybe later on in the game it'll work better. Who knows? Hook shot.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Alipay's hero pool is like, but I feel like I've mostly just seen him play Lina.
Yeah, definitely. He really likes that hero. I mean, the matchup goes both ways, right? Like you're a 650 attack range hero versus melee. So if you like get some nice harass off, like there's little the Clockwork can do.
Oh, SK getting slowed down by the Earth Shock. He's potentially in a lot of trouble, but Blinding Light isn't going to be enough. Overcharge is popped now. The Blinding Light's already expired. Another Earth Shock comes out here.
Krill's coming out. I think the Ursa's
doing
dead.
a ton of damage. Yeah, might go down. Another Quill Spray. He's going to die. And Clockwork showing up with the Lina. Not going to be able to get the LSA off because of the battery assault. He will manage to catch him.
Gets it off. And Clockwork's dead too.
Yeah, it seems
Power
like another Quill Spray. I guess they're probably going to change up the roles a little bit. You know, maybe he's going to go back to the carry. He's got some offlane items queued up.
Yeah, I mean, like if you look at it, it is maybe plus CTY on the Bristleback and GH on the Void. So it is maybe meant to be an offlane Void and a carry Bristleback.
No, I think. Well, the thing is, like, they're both mid players. Like, they have 3 mid players, so they can just like switch it around whenever they want.
See, so this is some like OG style Dota going on here.
I think it's more like Liquid, like Nigma, right? Like they have like old Liquid, like where they had Matumba Band and Miracle, and MC like just change
I know
it
what
up.
you mean. But like current OG is the team that has 3 mid players.
Oh yeah. But I think it, like offlane Void
taking so much damage bottom.
Yeah.
He has a chrono. Is he gonna chrono? No.
There's 17 reactive armor stacks. I think maybe if they could get it under the get him under the tower, but Ursa straight up now. Ursa doesn't want to lane against this Bristleback, and that's understandable.
Yeah,
Timber could potentially be in some trouble if there's no reactive armor stacks, but the Chakram comes out now. There's no point in the Whirling Death though, so that's really the main problem against these like strength heroes. TP gets cancelled by the Sinister Gaze. Maybe he's potentially in a lot of trouble. There's no LSA yet. He ends up going down to the creeps. GH has made his way top. There's no more damage.
He has the chrono.
The bash comes out. Another bash. He cancels the Timber Chain, and now it's on cooldown for a really long time. LSA comes out. Do they have the damage for this? There's a chrono available. I don't think they want to go for it. They don't have the damage. 24 reactive armor stacks. And Diablo's just going ham. Just gonna TP out of there. Oh!
He gets out. Wow. Alright. So, some nice link swaps going on. Again, it's like, Faceless Void says, no, I will play
lanes for sure.
Yeah, and a huge creepoid bottom. Crystal is gonna be there just in time to take care of it, but this gives Earth a little bit of space though. He is gonna get level 6.
He's gonna get run out by the Lina. The LSA is gonna miss thanks to the Earth Shock.
He's just gonna TP out, yeah, that's the right play. Unfortunate miss there by the Lina. I feel like you should have saved the LSA and just waited for the TP, but fast reaction there by the Ursa.
Alright, 10-minute battery. This is gonna go a little bit better this time for Facebook. They're gonna get at least one. They might get both outposts as well. This would be a huge pickup, getting that XP advantage this early on. And in the meantime, it seems like they probably do have the XP advantage, right?
They should. But notably, Emperor actually did win the lane versus the Necro.
Yeah, he's 600 net worth ahead of the Necro. That's pretty wild. Necro's gonna pick up a hood.
Yeah, and Emperor's going for the Urn build, which is gonna be super powerful versus Necro.
Yeah, they definitely needed this game. I'm really worried about how they're gonna deal with the Ember outside of Chrono. Like, you can't kill everyone within the Chrono. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe they just don't deal with them. I don't know. Like, kill everybody else, right? Like, maybe.
Can you
like,
kill
they can drop
Timbersaw?
their... I feel like they could. Like, if they drop all their spells, like Timbersaw can't really get away, and they have a lot of damage. The problem, and they have the size too. Like, they can just scythe the Timbersaw, and it's not gonna be the problem. The problem with the Ember is like he can dodge almost everything. Like, it's super hard to get the chrono on the Ember.
Alright, well, Timber he took the top T1 with the catapult. He's putting more pressure on the T2 now. In the meantime, the catapult's still alive at bot, so are they gonna go for the trade?
Yeah, Necro's defending, but they're thinking about rotating on him. They have the Chain Frost and the hook shot, so they need some TP support here on the Necro pretty quick. Only 8 stick charges. I don't think that's enough to survive all the damage, but Radiant are gonna rotate away from top and focus on the mid tower instead.
Yeah, trading a T1 for a T2 might not be the worst, even though it is the T1 mid.
I think the tier 1 mid is more important than the tier 2 bottom.
They're not gonna get it even. Ursa's gonna show up now. And President P, he doesn't push that fast. Necro's heading back mid.
Yeah, I feel like they should defend this tier 1 mid. It opens up so much into the jungle if they get it. Okay, they are rotating bottom, so they want to defend the bottom tower instead. Clockwork is smoked.
Cotto's still not level 6 yet. He doesn't have Will-O-Wisp. This could be a big timing for them. Big remnant forward from President P. Can he get the slight chains off? But hook shot.
They are gonna go on the Bristol.
There's no disengage. The blinding light though.
Ooh, big blinding light.
Hits onto 3 heroes. Cotto needs to try and get level 6 before this fight starts, but he's not gonna get a mana leak onto the Clockwork here. It seems like Clockwork will be the sacrifice, but in the meantime, Timber is putting some pressure on this top tier 2. Void's showing up now. He wants to get the chrono,
but he doesn't see anyone. So Radiant will just retreat. So sort of even. It was a big rotation. No one really gets much from it. Necro TP's top and gets to clear some waves. So, yeah. But Dire now gets to pressure bottom a little bit more. Like, I don't. And Radiant goes back to mid.
Giving up this mid tower does seem like not really worth it. Like, I don't think they're gonna get this bottom T2 is the problem, right? Like, the T1's already down, and this T2's barely been scratched. Like, these T2 towers have so much more health than they used to.
Yeah, it feels like they're just not really valuing the tier 1 mid tower at all. I feel like the tier 1 mid tower is like one of the most important tower in the game. But the game will go on. Ember Spirit super farmed. He has the Spirit Vessel now. 0 charges though. He needs to try to get some charges on that. And that's gonna be most of their damage. They find a Necrofoot in the jungle. Can they move out?
He's pretty tanky. He has the Ghost Shroud available still with the Chain Frost. It goes pretty big. He's not gonna bounce back.
Not enough
Faceless Void is showing up now.
Not gonna be able to land a Chrono.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chain Frost down. Not the biggest expense, but they really would have liked to kill on the Necro there for sure.
I'm a little bit worried for Facebook's damage output, just because the Faceless Void, he's really far behind, and he doesn't get, he's not like that early game compared to Ursa at least. And Necro is going for aura items, and Bristleback's going for like other like offlane items, like he's going for a Lotus Orb. So like their damage output, it's going to be somewhat lacking in the mid game.
Yeah, but I think Facebook is okay with just farming for now, because both the Ursa and the and the Timber falls off pretty hard. And you mentioned that Void's poor, but look at the Ursa. He's so
even
poor.
worse. Yeah, Ursa doesn't farm anywhere near as fast as Void does.
Like, the Ursa is gonna be a melee creep this game.
He's got the bash queued up. I feel like Ursa with the Abyssal Blade, like that's all he needs, right? You don't need anything else.
Yeah, but there's so much control this game. There's the Blinding Light, the LSA, and just like the Chronosphere. They get it. Like, I feel like he won't have a great way to he can't focus anyone down. I feel.
Right.
He can try going on the supports, but the supports have stuns, and the cores, like, it's you have a choice between Bristleback. You don't want to go on that. Void, he can time walk away. Necro has this Ghost Shroud, so even if you have the Abyssal Blade, I feel like it's going to be hard for him to output too much damage. It really is going to be down to the Ember Spirit this game, I think. Can he carry the Radiant team? He still doesn't have any Spirit Vessel charges though. This is kind of like a dead item since he doesn't have any charges.
It's not as bad as it used to be though.
Necro gonna take a bit of damage.
This Necro and Timber have been going at it for like 5 minutes now.
Yeah, I don't think either one's gonna kill the other. Well, actually, like, Necro has a scythe, so he has no better kill potential, I feel.
The pings come out on the Ursa, but they didn't really have a whole lot of lockdown without the Chrono, right? Like, Blinding Light isn't really locked down. Doesn't help you kill the Ursa.
Yeah. Bristol went for Lotus Orb. What is this for? The Urn, probably?
Yeah, just the general, like, Dispel, it seems.
Yeah, you can maybe try to reflect the Chain Frost. It would be pretty juicy.
You can also get rid of the Searing Chains. I think that's like, it's like the Searing Chains and the Spirit Vessel are the main things, right?
Yeah. But I mean, like, you can just reapply the Spirit Vessel, so I don't even know.
You don't have that many charges.
Yeah. They're trying to make a move on the Necro, it feels like.
He seems like a really tough kill, and the two supports sitting on the high ground behind him.
They don't show. They know what's up. Very well played by both sides here. Just, yeah, we know you have backup, and you know I have backup. So.
Not getting flamed for being AFK. Mana leak on Diablo.
Yeah, the mana leak is so bad nowadays. Like
current mana.
it does nothing. I feel like he should have just mana to max up there. Timber lost maybe like 200 mana.
It's free, it doesn't cost you anything. Alright, Ursa's gonna go for Roche now. He has the Basher completed. This is a good timing for Ursa to do it.
Yeah, that's a good play. Like, Facebook's just farming, so.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Facebook
like,
know about this.
I will take an objective.
Although, they have they've got a ward right in front of the pitch. They know this is happening.
They should know about it.
For sure. Alright. Top lane, Clock getting run down by this Necro a little bit, and finally fights are going to start to brew out. President P already in a bit of trouble. The big Chain Frost coming out here. It's finally going to start bouncing, and the Will-O-Wisp comes out. The Scythe will finish off President P here, but Ursa already got the Aegis. He needs to not die.
He's dying.
I don't think Tim has showed up now, but there's no trees to maneuver around, and Earthshock not going to be able to get out of the pit, and Faces Void in a little bit of trouble. Time walks off some of the damage, but it seems like Ursa's going to die again, and Chrono's still available.
There's no charges.
There's an LSA available as well. He dodges the LSA with a nice timber chain across the Roche pit, but can they continue to get this? The time dilation making the cooldown for timber chain way too long, and another bash potentially available. Not gonna get it, but he's gonna die anyway.
They get the timber. So all 3 cores dead on Radiant.
That's a huge turnaround from Facebook.
Yeah, huge fight. Google gets the Roche, but they lose the fight afterwards. So
that's even worse, right?
Yeah, 2K gold swing from Facebook. Very well played there, and probably a huge XP swing as well.
Another restroom break.
Have they tried all going to the restroom at the same time?
Who knows?
SK says he has problems. Anyways, sorry.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Like number 2 problems or number 1 problems?
Number 1.
I see.
Or I think. But yeah, so that was a 1500 XP swing as well, which at this point is even bigger than the gold swing. And this Ursa is so poor. Like, he just has a basher, which is nice, but I mean, like, there's so many spells that can like screw him, right? So yeah, it's like yeah, I feel like the Ursa is gonna be a worse than the melee.
GH is just trolling at this point.
Yeah. Well, it's already 2 p.m. I wonder if the Microsoft game started.
Well, I don't think so.
It would kind of suck for them to like have to wait for this game to be over, but I guess sometimes that's just what you gotta do.
I see Rich in the stream, so yeah. Shouts to Rich, but I don't know if he's not playing today for Microsoft, but he is in this stream.
Let's see, does your stream have more viewers than mine? I'm gonna be salty if it does. 3 viewers, but I only have 2. Oh no. Alright, I'm salty. Alright, the game is back. So Dire just won a big team fight, and they want to pressure with their momentum. They're gonna look for a push top. This is one of the harder towers to kill, and
I mean, they still have Chrono. They didn't use it at all last fight, and they still won.
Yeah.
So this.
Ember TP's top. I wonder if Void.
Timber's TPing in as well.
You don't have the Scythe though. The Scythe is like a big part of their damage, so I guess.
Yeah, the greens are almost done as well. I think you just want to wait that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Double stack coming out from SKSK, nicely done. Clockwork, looking for a hookshot. But he sees a bristleback and a Kodo. He can track over Kodo. He's just gonna go for the shrine. Bristleback at this point, super tanky. He's going for a
Halberd?
Halberd and
he's going for a halberd. I think it makes sense against Ursa. Oh, the
Oh,
hookshot.
hookshot. Onto the Kodo. He gets bounced back.
Yeah, he's just blinding lighted out.
He's gonna die, right? Like,
I feel like
side. Okay, he's not
he
gonna
didn't
go
get
for
scythe.
it.
I don't think it's
Bristleback
worth wasting the scythe
getting
there.
gone on as well. Okay, so both sides looks like they were just gonna back up. The two tanks are staring at each other. Like,
Oh,
you come at me. No, you come at me.
a nether shawl for Timbersaw. That could be pretty big for their damage output.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What are
the clumsy net it doesn't stop the channeling.
It's funny that they're both contesting this outpost. Like, it doesn't really do that much.
Yeah,
And
it seems like a non-objective, but it's
just
also a
enter-
reinforcement point, right? Like, I think it's very important for Google because they can have Ursa TP in, but in the meantime,
Yeah.
Faceless Void getting caught out here. He gets bashed. The Time War comes out, but he still might die. Another Remnant comes
Probably
out.
gonna die.
Root now. And Faceless Void goes down, but a Will-O-Wisp top in the meantime gets dropped. Clumsy net onto the Timbersaw, but he's just going to
Do they have
chase
enough
out of
damage?
there. I don't think they can kill this Timbersaw. Chain
Frost.
Frost comes out now, it's going to be huge, and it's bouncing. The scythe will finish off the Lich, but it's
how
just
are they
a
gonna
Lich.
kill the Timber?
I don't think they can kill this Timber anymore. LSA not available. He's trying to go for it. Actually
They have
hits an
Laguna
LSA. Laguna now. Diablo's getting very late. They
Okay,
actually
they
take
will
out the
get the Timber.
Timbersaw.
Wow, nicely done. So,
And-
I mean, they still trade the Void for it. It's not like the best trade, but it's not bad.
Also, now we're going to go for the 1-for-1 tower trade, it seems.
Yeah. Is it though? Yeah, it is. So, they're gonna get this tower, but still tower advantage for Dire. They still have the mid tower up. 20 minutes. That's pretty huge.
Let's see. Clockwork finished a 4-staff. Kodo also has a 4-staff. So,
Yeah.
see, Lena is looking for the Aether Lens, but it still seems kind of far away, to be honest. And it's going to be even longer before she gets a 4-staff. So if she gets hooked, she's in a little bit of trouble, because the cast time for LSA is longer than the battery assault interval. So it's like impossible to cast LSA.
Just don't get hooked, Kappa.
Oh, Necro's going for an Axe. I like this a lot. Getting a Ghost, shorter cooldown on Ghost Shroud. It also like does percentage damage. Like, it makes the Heartstopper aura do double damage. So it's going to be a lot of extra damage on the Timbersaw here.
Okay, yeah, I don't even know what the axe do on these heroes anymore. But
It's not no buyback on Reaper's Scythe anymore. Those were some dark days.
they changed it so many times. Like, it used to be no buyback, and then they changed it to like reduced cooldown, and then they changed it again.
No, it's both. It's reduced cooldown on Ghost Shroud, and it's the bonus damage on Heartstopper aura.
Oh, it used to be reduced cooldown on Reaper's side.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, that was that. It used to be reduced damage and no buyback. I remember that as well. That was like, the peak cancel. Chain Frost comes out on fire, Outbreak, but he just ignores it. What was that about?
He's so tanky.
That was
I mean,
a bit
it is level
questionable.
1 Chain Frost.
But there was a full creep wave as well. Like, the creep wave just ate it.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen this. I saw this like 10 minutes ago where Diablo was trying to take down this T2 tower. But in the meantime, everyone's TPing mid now. Bro getting caught out in front. Ember Spirit zipping in now. The ultimate comes out from the Coddle. We'll be able to buy some space at least, but Coddle goes down first. And can the Necro get out of here? He gets bashed. He's dead. A 4-man LSA, not really enough to save him. And now maybe in a little bit of trouble as well.
They identified there's no
Ember
TP
Spirit
on the void.
forward. Lotus Sword purchased off the chains, but it's not going to be enough. Another LSA comes out, but it's not going to be enough hook shot as well. Maybe he's dead.
Some chain feeds going on here.
Yeah, GH TP top, and then immediately Timber TP mid, and they just ran at the side of Facebook.
Structures are fortified.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower
Just
There's no creeps
better.
though. Oh, that was really weird. They used the fort, but there were no creeps.
Hmm.
There's also
Maybe-
no backdoor protection, so
Maybe the creeps died just like the LSA maybe killed it, or the Dragon Slave killed the last creep, and they tried to list to prevent that creep from dying so they can push the tower, but it was a little too late. I didn't catch exactly what happened, but that's what I assume happened. LSA gonna miss on the Timber Saw here, and not much gonna happen. So
also President P, he's got a Deso and a Crystallis complete on this Hemisphere. He's been doing really well this game. Definitely feeling his impact a lot more than Fly Outburst Ember last game.
yeah, this Vessel is their ticket to kill the Necro, so it's really important. And after that fight, I think the lesson learned from the Facebook is that they're not as tanky as they thought.
Yeah. BKB's almost on their Faceless Void now, so it seems like this is going to be a good timing for them. They probably want to go for a smoke after this comes out.
Yeah, and Roche is up, so if they, at your side, if they win a fight, that's a pretty big objective to take.
They don't have that much vision of the Roche pit, but Google has plenty. Diablo's come back top, the siege creep this time, so he should be able to finish off this tower.
You know, I think I've yet to see a chrono this game. Am I right?
No, he used it once, I think. I think I've only seen one chrono this game. I'm trying to remember where it was.
Yeah, but I feel like Dawei is very conservative on the chrono usage this game.
It's not Dawei there.
Oh, sorry.
Alipay in a lot of trouble. The Grease helps him out for a little bit.
Nice forecast. But he gets out, and nothing's gonna happen.
But Ursa into the Roche pit now. He's got his BKB on the way. The pings come out. DD as well for the Ursa. So you're gonna give it to the Ember Spirit. Ember's got an Arcane Ring and a DD. This is really scary.
Void's gonna TP to the shrine, so they know this is happening and they want to take a fight.
All right,
Bristle
getting
in.
caught out.
Has the Vessel on him, but
he's pretty tanky. But Bristle Blade onto the Bristle back. The Will-O-Wisp comes out now, and the Overpower's already been used. The Cronus Speed finally arrives. They're gonna kill the Lich instantly here. LSA to follow up now, and Scythe will finish off the Ursa. He's dead for 89 seconds without buyback. Transparency in a lot of trouble now as well. Can Ember help them finish it off? He's gonna jump forward. Mana League coming out here, and SKSK. He's got one more remnant available. They're gonna go for the Timber Saw instead. They do manage to kill the Timber Saw without the Reaper's Scythe, and they could go for the Roche if they want to now. Looks like GH wants it. He pulsed the Mask of Madness. Can President P do anything about this? He's still got a remnant available.
I don't think he wants to try.
Yeah,
looking. At least they don't have any vision in the pit, so it's gonna be really difficult for them.
They just got dewatered outside the pit as well, but as Cytophist comes out,
but
he actually just gave them the Desolator on the Roshan. Oh, another big Cytophist. The crits from the Implore and the Crystallis coming out.
But they will be able to get the Roche without...
Flyout Bro is going to pick it up and not Faceless Void. I think this makes sense. They want to use the Necro to siege the base when they go there.
Yeah. So big pickup by Facebook there. Very close game still though.
Oh, I like this a lot. Necro's gonna go for a 4-staff, so I think he does need a little bit more mobility in these fights. A Spider Legs also picked up by the Lina.
Okay, so that's her way out of the cogs.
No, she's got a telescope. It seems like not interested in.
She's gonna swap it.
Maybe you put the cog, the Spider Legs on Bristleback.
Yeah. I mean, telescope is pretty good on Lina. Like now you have LSA from like a million miles away.
She also just finished the Aether Lens, right? So it's like suddenly the threat is real.
Like now she doesn't have to step forward in fights, so probably not gonna get hooked.
It does feel so good to get this Aether Lens on Lina.
Yep. let's see what Facebook's planning to do with their agents here. It looks like a push bottom.
Yeah, it seems like they want to just march down these lanes. There's still a lot of T2s to take. I could see this as like the only reason this is the second Aegis is because there's an Ursa on the other team, right? Like if this was like a normal game without Aegis. Oh, it says Rich says the Microsoft game started already.
Alright, I mean, that's fine. We care about this game more anyways. Yeah, and I wasn't even sure if I'm down to cast another series. It's just too much. But yeah, like, so Facebook looks like they want to go high ground here, and Dire takes the mid tier 2 as a trade so far, and they won't be able to get back in time for defense. They don't have clips though, and that's gonna be pretty big.
Yeah. Necro doesn't have any like damage items though, so he's not gonna push very fast.
Yeah, how did they push tower?
There's so much deep push as well. There's like the Sleight of Fist, there's this Chakram. There's a lot going on, and they have a Frost Shield as well.
Pushing top. Like they need to deal with this, otherwise tower tier 3 is gonna die top. Okay, so they are gonna TP back. Are they gonna lose anyone on the retreat?
They need to not lose anyone here, but
looks like they will
jumping
be
forward. They're gonna
maybe
find
Necro gets
Bro.
caught.
Spirit Vessel comes out now, instantly cancelled by the Lotus Orb.
Void is still farming creeps. He's gonna have to get there ASAP.
The Lena's getting pinged? How did they know she's here? Oh, I guess she like cleared a wave maybe? That's very confusing.
Meanwhile, Timber in the front lines, and we're still running in. Lina might be able to catch some people on the retreat here.
Yeah, I can see it. LSA comes out onto the Lich, instantly blown up. I think the Reaper Scythe is probably a little bit of an overkill there.
Yeah, and Lich does have buyback.
Seemed a bit questionable.
And Timber will be cutting the wave.
This is their only wave, so they need to make this count.
I mean, they can pipe the wave and
they
catch Timber. But they don't have the
There's a Connor ulti available, but yeah, they can't kill him, right?
They forced out a buyback and they just back. So overall, good trades there for Dire. It's just a buyback from Lich.
Oh, okay. Necro is going to finish the Ags and not going to finish the Force Staff.
Okay. Yeah. The big problem right now is Dire doesn't have any mobility. Like, apart from the Void, who can like time walk, which isn't like the best mobility spell. But like the Ember is just so much more mobile, and so is the Timbersaw. Like Radiant is able to do these split push moves and just like prevent Facebook from taking any objectives. The big problem though is like Ember is not really on the top of the network chart. It's like kind of even with the Bristle and the Necro, a bit behind the Void. But like this Timber can't really carry, I think. He's gonna be a big tank, but he's just gonna die to the Reaper's size.
I think his job is just to be annoying so that the Ember can deal with the damage, right? Like he's got a Daedalus almost done now.
The thing is, like, if we see this game go on for another 10 minutes, like where is the damage gonna come from on the Radiance team?
I wouldn't underestimate Ursa plus Ember in the later stages of the game.
Perhaps, but I just don't see this underfarmed Ursa doing all that much.
He's got a BKB now, so like all those things we talked about before that are just going to used to annoy him, he's just shrugged it off with a BKB. Gonna go for Ags as well.
Shroud and Time Walk, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like he might need like a Nullifier as well.
He needs a lot of items. I mean, there's like so many Force Staffs now too. Lina's going for a Ghost Scepter. Carlo's also going for a Ghost Scepter, and he has the Glimmer Cape. I think there's still a lot of things to annoy the Ursa with. Timber TP's in. This is a good TP. He's kind of in the middle of everyone.
Yeah, he has no backup either, but I guess he doesn't care.
Big smoke up there by the Radiant. They're gonna try to take a fight here. Roshan is
Oh,
up.
Bristle's invis,
in a
and he
minute.
pops the smoke.
Okay.
They
So
don't know, and the sentry
they
goes
pop a
down
sentry.
now.
They find
finally
the Bristol, but they can't really go on him.
No.
They can't go on the Timber Saw either. This is a game of tanks. Nobody can kill it.
Yeah,
each
there's
other,
not
so-
very much damage coming out here, but Mjolnir is done now on Face's point. He's going for Bloodthorn as well, so that should definitely help him catch the Ember Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the waves just get instantly cleared by this Timbersaw as well. It's very frustrating to play against. Although one creep made it through. At least they're not up against a Tree Protector as well. That would... Oh, that'd be so awful. This game would go for like an hour.
Radiant have fortified their towers.
I think this game is gonna go on for a while longer. Dire is positioned nicely though around this tower, so it's a good way for them to contest the Roche. Roche can be up in 30 seconds. I don't know why the text is so small on that, but so they have to hold this position for a while longer.
Alright, they
but-
finally get the tower. President P's TP'd in before it goes out. And can they get out of here? Flyer Bro taking a lot of damage from this Timbersaw already, getting run down. Oh,
Go
big
shot.
crit
Ooh,
coming out
needs
as
to
well.
heal. Okay.
He will be able to get healed back to full health. And the Will-O-Wisp comes out now. They don't have too
Take
many ways
Will-O-Wisp.
to break it.
Necro looking for a scythe, but
Who's he gonna go
position.
on? Bristleback, he's going ham in the front lines. Where's the Faceless Fight? He's on the other side of the map.
Clockwork
But
is
in the meantime,
die.
yeah, Clockwork died.
Timber's in
and
trouble
Bristol
now.
playing onto the
Where's the-
Necrophos. He's getting really low. He gets the Ghost Shroud off in time, and he will be able to heal up the Chain Frost. Not going to be enough damage. No crit either from the Ember Spirit. The nice
Big
two-man
LSA.
LSA into the Chronosphere, and Ember's going to die as
Okay.
well. Chain Reaper's
No
side.
buyback on Emperor. Wow. Necro almost died like 3 times. But
That was such a sexy
lives.
LSA, and Diablo, he's in a ton of trouble as well. Another LSA comes out with the time dilation. He's gonna not be able to Timber Chain for a while.
another LSA soon.
Oh,
Okay. Timber has no buyback either.
Facebook
Just
just
the
being able to outlast Google.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah. The plate mail on the Necro, like, so big
He
there.
was so close. He was so close to dying twice. He just barely managed to clutch it out with a nice Ghost Shroud. The Axe Ghost Shroud, the lower cooldown.
Yeah. They can't get mid tower though, because they're still a tier 2 up. Wonder if they
They
can
could,
get
they could
auto.
just walk to bot. I think they'll just like walk through the base.
It seems like that is what
Like
they will do.
if Ember and Timber haven't bought back by now, they definitely don't have buyback.
Well, really? I don't know.
Or if
Maybe.
they go for this second Rax, like you can't, like losing one lane of Rax is like probably not the end of the world, but losing 2 is really rough. And
Yeah.
they still not buying back, so
So-
Facebook should know.
This is gonna be 2 lanes of Rax, almost for certain.
The Frost Shield is not going to be enough to save them.
Bristol needs to stack up his warpath. Come on, man.
Well, Lena killed the creep, so you can't use goo. Alright, 2 lanes of Rax after a great fight from Facebook. And
They will
Roche
get
is
out.
up. Now, it's an Aghanim Scepter on the Roche, so give it to Bristol or give it to
Lena?
Faceless Void.
I don't think either of those are that good. But if
I
you give it
don't
to
think the
Lena,
Lena's one's that good either. Like, they're not having trouble
pure
dealing
damage,
damage.
pure damage, I would say, just shreds the Timber, right? I mean, not I would say, the Laguna.
I mean, he's got 3k HP.
I mean, plus size, just Laguna plus size.
I would put it on the Faceless Void.
Yeah,
Because that way,
yeah,
like,
I mean,
you have more lockdown without needing to, like, use the chrono. You just have, like, you have this stun on, a reliable stun on Time Walk every 4.8 seconds.
yeah, that's true.
He's also picked up the Chronosphere AoE talent, so hopefully not a throwable talent. But
Yeah,
he's-
personally, I feel like that's the worst talent.
he's got a ninja gear now, so he should always be able to be in a position to get a good chrono off.
Yeah, but I think the normal Chrono AoE is big enough that, like, They don't.
I've
they don't
definitely
need
lost
to-
games because of the credit AoE.
Yeah, like the backtrack talent is just so good. Like, you know. Whereas the chrono AoE is like hit or miss. So Shiva's guard down on Necro, but he doesn't have buyback. Is that gonna be a mistake? Buyback status says, okay,
I mean,
everyone has buyback now. I think Ember is gonna have buyback for the next fight, but Timber is gonna get caught out a little
yeah,
bit.
Necro's not going to. They need to get the Aegis and put it on.
Orchid on
oh.
the Void.
Oh, he
But
took a lot of damage from that blade mail though.
Yeah, he's killing himself.
What's
Are they gonna get Roche here?
Wait, did they change Bloodthorn?
Did they?
Oh yeah, you don't need a Chrysalis anymore for Bloodthorn. It's wait, what?
Is it not?
It's Orchid plus Hyperstone?
Okay. Oh yeah. I mean they change these stuff all the time.
Who knows, dude? I haven't seen Bloodthorn in a while. As a support player, I've never built Bloodthorn in my life.
Same. So Rocket Flare is gonna scout out of the Roche. Radiant knows that.
It's going down pretty fast. I don't think they can do
They're
it.
not in position to. They don't. They don't want to contest.
Flyoutbreak's gonna
so
take the Aegis, and who's taking the Axe?
Hakkinen on
Maybe?
Bristol.
Bristle?
Okay,
Alright,
they're gonna
it
give
seems
it to
okay.
Bristol.
I like it. He's just going to be like really annoying in the front, so being able to slow everyone down seems like a good idea.
Yeah, and it's also just nicer way to stack up the warp path. You don't need a target.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know. I have mixed feeling about.
I don't
this
think
act.
Lena needs it. Like, I feel like I would have just put it on Faces Void, but Bristol seems fine as well. Alright, let's see if Facebook can close out this game with this Aegis push.
What did Bristol buy? He doesn't have buyback. He's trying to finish AC, but a little bit of short.
I don't know why he's like bought out already. Like, if he doesn't have the money, why would you buy it? And the pigs come out, they want to defend. Diablo, he's taking so much damage from this Ghost Shroud.
Yeah, but he'll be fine. He's a Timber.
Alright, Kronos is gonna completely whiff. But Diablo, he's still taking a lot of damage. The Raven side comes out, but the magic resistance is even Chain Frost now coming out onto the two heroes. He Firebreak trapped in the cogs, but a nice force stuff out. We'll get him out. Abyssal Blade onto the Necro. He still has the Aegis though. Oh no, nice LSA mid Timber Chain. He gets blown up by the Laguna Blade as well. Will-O-Wisp comes out now, and Abyssal Horn onto the Emissary. He's gonna be able to finish off the Will-O-Wisp, but can they get it? He's dead. He has buyback though. He buys back instantly. But the racks are under siege now. Bristleback being so annoying in the front lines, he's just chugging people down with a snot. And Firebro, he's in a bit of trouble as well, but manages to get another Ghost Shroud off with the Death Pulse. And he still has Aegis as well, so even though things are going to calm down a bit, but it seems like they're going to lose the racks. I don't see any way for them to defend it. Another Abyssal Blade onto the Lena now, but Halberd disables the
Lena is gonna die. Lena bites back. They want to finish the game.
They want this now. But in the meantime, Faceless Void, he's going on the clockwork. He seems like it's going to be okay.
Bash on the Bristol back. He's gonna die. He doesn't have buyback.
Ursa's dead as well. He has buyback, but President P, he's going to die as well to the silence. GG is called. We're going to a game number 3.
Ooh, we have a series on our hands, boys and girls.
That game was very close for a while, and then it kind of just blew open, right? Like the there was the two main fights. The first one, it was like around the Roche pit. The first Roche, the second Roche.
Yeah, and then the top fight where Necro is like one hit away from death like multiple times. And
yeah, that very close game.
Sick LSAs. Yeah, so this Lena pick definitely we see why they like it so much, and also this Void, Faceless Void is gonna be like hero of the series, it seems.
Yeah, I just want to see like who's gonna play chicken and ban it out first, because it kind of seems like Facebook, they stuck to the exact same bans they did last time, but Google, they changed it up a little bit. They banned the Spec instead of Ricky, so maybe they'll replace that with a Faceless Void. But do they want to bring Spec back into the pool? We'll see. Alright, game number 3 is just around the corner. We'll be back in a
Yep.
bit.